Just a little bit of housekeeping before I get into the bulk of this segment, part of which involves my catching haul of just stuff I picked up from Lake Valor. No, not Valor, it was Acuity, wasn't it? Yeah, it was Acuity. There might be a little bit of loud obnoxiousness towards the start of this segment. It should hopefully die down, maybe towards the end. It's going to be kind of boring though, so it might end up serving to be the only entertainment in the segment, but picked up Lapras, 5% encounter. It was the first encounter on when I started surfing, of course. So that's the thing. I got Dugong, and then I also have the Celio. I actually did not bother to check if Volrain can be encountered in the wild. I'm about to find that out now. I may be depressed, but let's see if... Nope, it is actually not. That is my laptop going all yada 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 because we can't find that thing. So, there is no Walrein encounterable in the wild, so we are going to have to put this Celio into our party for just a quick moment while we go ahead and evolve this Celio into a Walrein. And we do that by just using up one of our rare candies. Not that we're going to be using this on anything else. We can just grind up off of Blissies now. I think we can grind off the level 45 Blissies now as well, so that's going to be a massive chunk of experience. So yeah, there's Walrein. There's the stupid walrus from Diddy Kong Racing. I think that walrus is a different color though. I can't remember. I want to say it's like purple or something, but that just makes me think of I forgot his name, the walrus from Banjo-Kazooie, who I don't even think is purple. I think he's like brown. But whatever, he's out the way. This stupid thing had a Mystic Water, so I think I've got like 6 of those now. It's kind of hilarious. Okay, so, bulk of this segment, now that the housekeeping is out of the way, I am not going to fight you stupid reporter. We're in Veilstone City, because we need to go through the Veilstone Galactic building. It is going to be a bit of a grind, it's going to be a hoot and a holler. I might not have much to talk about in this segment, but I'd like to try to get it out of the way, and then maybe something more interesting will happen next segment. It might be a long one next time, I'm not too sure. This guy just appreciating the marvels of satellite dishes. Okay, sure. And of course we're going to have Jackass just coming in to say hello. I mean, yeah, we don't have much else to do, do we? Do I get to fight Jupiter again in this? I'm pretty sure I've got to fight Cyrus again. Unless I've got to do that. No, this is not the direction we want to go. That teleporter you end up in once you've done everything in this building, and it's just a quick way out, but... I guess now I've got to work out... yeah, there's you. I guess that there's no trainers that I have to fight in this first section. Oh. Wait, hang on. Okay. So I can't go in from the front, I gotta go in from the warehouse. I think I remember this now. I don't remember much about the layout of it. I am in the middle of watching Jish's Platinum LP, but I kind of used it as background noise and actually didn't see the layout of this building when he was going through it because I was too busy playing Cricket 19. So I guess we're going in here. Okay. You haven't really. That's kind of my thing though. Jeez. It looked like there was a slight bit of clipping as he was going down the stairs. I'll have to watch that back. Not that I ever watch anything back because I'd never remember to do so. You seem to be a bit more well hidden than you probably should be. Okay. You're, I guess you're grooming yourself for when you inevitably take over Team Galactic. You've probably seen the exploits of the likes of Team Rocket and Team Aqua and Magma, and are like, yeah, the dude leading us is probably going to fail, so I'm just going to take over from him. Except I don't think that's what he does. I think Charon ends up taking over and he gets himself screwed over anyway, so it's like... I guess the writers just dictate unless it's one very specific situation in a decidedly tedious and kind of useless post-game section in a couple of games that are decidedly not really worthy enough to be games as opposed to just DLC for existing games that the evil criminal team must always fail. I refer, of course, to the Team Rainbow Rocket thing there. If you've not played Ultra Sun and Moon, the post-game quest involves like Team Rainbow Rocket, which consists of Giovanni plus the leaders of all the other teams. And these leaders come from universes where they actually succeed in their master plans. And so, as a result, when you go and fight these leaders, they actually will have their the legendaries that they go after. So Maxi will have a Groudon, Archie will have a Kyogre, Cyrus will have either Dialga or Palkia, depending on the version, and stuff like that. And I think Giovanni ends up with a Mewtwo on his team that Mega Evolves into one of the two forms, depending on, again, version. And what else is there? There was Getsis, who I think has one of the Tau duo, depending on version, and then there's Lysander, who has Xerneas or Yveltal, depending on the version. It's kind of interesting. But the idea is that they succeed in their plans, and then some kind of force just sort of hijacks them from their universe, and they just end up in the universe of Ultra Sun or Moon. Basically how that goes down. It's kind of interesting in theory, having that sort of setup and actually giving them their legendaries and making them somewhat threatening. The problem, however, is it wasn't really executed all that well. It forced you to go through the battle agency to start the quest out, which is just... I don't think anybody has ever expressed much interest in the battle agency. It's kind of useless. And then from there, you've got to go through Lucamine's hideout, which has been, well, Lucamine's like house on the Aether Paradise place, which has been refashioned, and it's all colored red and shit because Team Rocket, I guess, I don't know. But there's just a whole bunch of rooms that you got to go through, and it's all incredibly tedious and a little bit convoluted. Took me a while to get through there on my first go. You can encounter like just random electrodes though, so if you want to pick up an electrode, then you can just do that through that method. But besides that, it's not very good. It reminds me very much of the like warp puzzles towards the end of the Team Flare storyline in X and Y, like when you're going in Lysander's hideout and his little cafe that he runs. It's just it's not enjoyable at all. It kind of sucks. It's a real shame, because as I said before, you know. So yeah, slight little bit of rowdiness. One of the children decided to stay home from school today because he had a tummy ache. He eventually got rid of it. He had some problems with number 2, and that's about all I'll say about that. But he seems to have sorted those out. Shut up. I would very much like to not have this video be dominated by Banshee squealing, because that's exactly what it sounds like. Who hasn't had screen time? Suricate's had screen time. Bertha got killed, and Tidal is just leveled up. So I guess we'll go $3. Oh, good. I bet your name is Grunt. Pretty sure everybody in Team Galactic's name is Grunt, unless they're like an admin or something like that. At least that's the case with Team Skull. Don't know why I'm going on such a tangent about the Sun and Moon games. It's like... I guess it's just like wandering around in my mind, and then I just come across here and be like, well, there's something I can talk about. Let's just go on a tangent. And hopefully that will just sort of end in me like having something to say just about all the time. Vespiquen. Oh yeah, I'm gonna smash you with Rampart. Rinsed. Wait, was that just a natural outspeed? I feel like that was a natural outspeed, because Vespiquen, like, contrary to what you might think, is actually not really that fast, like, at all. So I feel like Rampart might have just naturally outsped it, which is kind of interesting, because I don't think I really saw the Quick Claw animation there. Okay, so this is the part where we get to take 2 different pathways. Thankfully, one of them does not lead you to anything more than a Snatch TM, which is certainly the cream of the TM crop there. Yeah, I think what Snatch does is, like, it's a priority move, that you use when the opponent, like, I think tries to set up a move or something like that. Like, if you think your opponent's going to use Sword Stance, then you use Snatch, you get priority, and then when they go for the Sword Stance, you, like, snatch the benefits away from them. So you just take the +2 attack away from them, which I guess in some regards has some use, but it requires a lot of prediction, and it usually does not come off. That's why I have never ever used it on any of my team. Where does this take us? There is a scientist of some variety. I'm going to just sort of skip over him for a little bit. Another dubious disc, I guess. I just want to know how far this path is actually going to take me. Right. I think this... Okay, no, that's not quite what I was looking for, but I think this takes me down to another place here where there's like a key item that... Yeah, here we go. Galactic Key. This is a good item to have because it means that I can open the door here, and that might actually make it a bit easier for me to go back and heal if I wanted to and not, like, use my healing items. So I guess I'll just knock over these galactic schmucks on the way back. Okay. So he's a bumbling idiot. I'm just going to sort of ignore him because you don't actually fight him for one reason or another. Let's see what Mr. Snot-nosed kid. Yeah, alright. This snot-nosed kid is about to bloody hand you the biggest can of whoop-ass just in Azeroth, I guess. I had to come up with something. I would love to use Night Slash and hit this thing super effectively, but it is part fairy, so I can't do that. In which case, okay, you can take the turn to go with the next defend. I'm pretty sure that's only a +1, and I'm giving it a +2, so I am still, like, just sort of ahead of you in that regard. Sit down. Kadabra. This I can hit with Night Slash. And substitute, really? That's a bit dumb. Oh my god, that is so loud and obnoxious. It might actually be louder than part 8 when I just had the 9-year-old just roaring out of disapproval for some stupid thing. Was there anybody in that room? No, there was not. Okay. I guess we're back on track now. Might be able to smash this out, like, relatively quickly. $3 lead, I guess. Maybe you'll be useful this time around. Wants to make me a trophy. That's cool. Come on. That's the way. Absolute pal. Skuntank. You can cop an earthquake to the face, I suppose. That grunt was a bit more strong than you might have thought. He actually had a couple of... He had Toxicroak and Skuntank, both of which I believe are aces of Galactic Commanders. Which is kind of cool. Bertha, you've been a bit shite in your one outing so far in this segment. Let's see if you can benefit more. Scyther. Well, you can hit it super effectively at least, so we'll give that a shot. That's better. Skuntank. More earthquake shtick, I suppose. And just sponging the... Oh, hello, you're just sort of running around, aren't you? In your stupid little patrol movement pattern, I guess. Come on, let me just end that movement pattern right now because it is dumb. Why do you detect my odor as above everything else? Like, the fact that I exist should be a problem to you, but what is wrong with my natural... Oh, Jesus. Okay. That is based RNGesus deciding to just flip me off right there, because that was guillotine. That was guillotine. That was a one-hit knockout. And it actually connected with a 30% kill rate. Thanks, game. You're a credit to your species. In what universe are video games considered a species of animal? I have no idea. Frustration TM. That's an interesting move. It is the antithesis of Return. Return is more powerful the more friendly the user is towards you. Frustration is the opposite. It does more damage when used by a Pokemon that hates you an absolute great deal. Now, I believe we... No, we don't want to go this way, do we? No. I think we're going back? Yeah, we're going back, aren't we? Alright. Alright, I probably should have gone the other way, actually, because, yeah, it would have taken me out of here a lot more quickly. Now that I've got the Galactic Key, I can bowl in from the front. Do I have Spearmint with me? No, I don't. I'll get that off screen. Before I got Mount Coronet, I'll probably go and have a look at all the rock climb areas that I have access to now and have a bit of a gander throughout there. I think I need to go back up to Lake Acuity because I think you can get the Blizzard TM up there. That might be useful. I think each of the lakes has like a powerful TM in like near the grassy area there. Acuity pretty sure has Blizzard. Valor I think might have Thunder. And Verity has Thunderbolt. No, not Thunderbolt, Fire Blast. It's either that or the opposite. I'm pretty sure Acuity has Blizzard because it's in an icy area. And the other two... I imagine Valor's got Thunder because it's near the Electric Gym. That's probably the only real thought process I have with that. Could have done a double battle here, but I get the impression that might not have been the best idea. I feel like it's probably not, but sure, we'll roll with that, and we will see what... We'll see how well your theory pans out. I get the impression it's probably not. Why does a Mightyena have Yawn? Let me put up a Reflect here, actually, and then switch out. Listen. Leaf Blade. More Leaf Blade. Your idea did not work out very well, did it? Okay. So I had those three. What's she got? She got the exact same thing. Does not look quite as much like it. Oh, okay. Clean up. Give me double cash sack. Cacturne has fuck all defense. Using more revives. At this point, I really could have just gone back and healed again, but I'm too lazy. Cool. He's just watching the TV. You talk to him. He's watching TV, and then suddenly he's watching TV. And now his Porygon Z's dead. He gets props for having a Porygon Z, but he's still on the wrong side of history. Oh, I'm gonna worry about that a little bit later. Let me keep going in this just general direction to grab some items, I guess. Max Revive. I really wish Max Revives were purchasable in-game. Just having a finite amount of them is just kind of annoying. Oh boy, Green Shard. Okay. Come on. There's got to be something else in here. Okay, Max Potion. It was worth it to come here. If it was just a Green Shard, then that would have just made me sad. What is this? What does this say? Okay. Oh. So, these little, texts are usually, normally what's on the, plaque at the, Pokemon statue in Eterna City. One of them talks about Dialga, you only see that in Diamond. The other one naturally talks about Palkia, which you only see in Pearl. You don't see either of them in Platinum because both of those Pokemon are in the game, and I guess they didn't want to make some kind of thingy with that regarding Giratina. Maybe because Lake Giratina is a bit less known because it's in a whole nother world, whereas just Dialga and Palkia are governors over time and space. Okay. We don't have to fight anybody here, but that is a shit ton of Galactic Runs. Like, holy crap. It's like Comic-Con if everybody had teal-colored bowl cuts. It's like Teal Bowl Cuts Anonymous or some shit like that, and the guy who's leading them does not have teal hair, he has decidedly blue hair, and does not have a bowl cut. I guess he just makes them all have bowl cuts just to make himself look better. I don't know, he still looks like a bit of a jackass to me. I'm not going to call him jackass because that's the name I've given to Looker, but he's still kind of a dipshit. Also, it occurs to me, I'm pretty sure this guy's English anime voice actor is Sean Schemmel, the dude who voices Goku, which I thought was... for some reason, I tend to, like, take into account which characters Sean Schemmel actually voices, because he's voiced a few characters in our Yu-Gi-Oh series. Like, he voices... Let me think. He voices Elemental Hero Neos. He voices Crowler and Ojama Yellow in GX. There was, like, one of Bolt Tanner's, like, schmucks in 5Ds, and then he also did the MC as well as Greiger, the dude who played the reactor cards. And I think he also played a role in Zeal. I think it was Bronk, or like Tetsuo, the fat dude that hangs around with Yuma and always beats him because they only ever duel in a situation where there's nothing like at stake at all. That's the stupidest thing about Yuma in that series. Like every time there's actually something significant at stake, he'll pretty much always win. As soon as it becomes like a fun thing, he is basically the most hopeless duelist in that entire universe, I guess. It's kind of silly. Zeal was not exactly everybody's cup of tea, sadly. But, I thought it was alright. It got pretty strong towards the end. I don't know why I keep saying strong. But it got pretty okay towards the end. Okay, Suricate just had her ass handed to her. Let's give $3 a little bit of screen time. Okay. It doesn't have... Oh, yeah, it's part dark, that's why. Yeah, whatever. Okay, you still have one more. Okay. Do you want to, like, die now, please? Thank you. Jeez. I'm glad that there's a bed right here that I can just heal in. Because that was quite a bit more significant. Maybe those are the last grunts that I have to find. Oh, jeez. I have to go in 3 different directions here. Okay. Where does this take me? Okay, that's not the one I want to take yet. There's this one, which gives me a max elixir. Are there any hidden items here? I feel like there's probably some hidden items here. Nope. Oh, hang on. Hold on. Okay, it's right here, I guess? Or is it here? Hang on. Oh, there we go. An elixir. That's okay. And where does this take us? The polar... Oh. That's actually pretty well hidden. The only indicator that there was an item there was the shadow. Oh, well, it's free money anyway, because Lord knows I don't use the proteins and other stat-boosting items like that. Okay, so assuming I have to fight Cyrus here, which I probably do not, I'll probably have to fight Jupiter again. Jupiter uses Perugly. No, Jupiter uses Skuntank. So I've got something to do with the Skuntank. I'm just trying to work out who I want to lead with here. I think I want to lead with $3 and get some screens up. That sounds like about as good an idea as any. Let's throw a save state. I'm going to pop the save state in slot 2. That sounds like a good idea. Anything else over here? No, doesn't look like it. Alright. That actually is Cyrus. Okay. In which case, might not be a bad idea to lead with something else then. I'll just stick with the $3 lead and see how... I'll scope it out. Insofar. I'll have to Google that and see if that's an actual word. I mean, it's in this game, so it probably is. Okay. Mm-hmm. Shut up. Thank you. Alright, who do you lead with? Crobat. I am happy to lead with $3 in this matchup then. Crobat's probably got like a dark move or something like that, but we'll see. We'll see how this goes down. Nah, I'm fine with it. Brave Bird, that's not a big deal. Also, more Banshee squealing. The Banshee squealing really would... It's nearly 2:30. Come on, just go and bloody pick the kids up, will ya? Okay, so there's Reflect. Do I want to start gyro balling now, or do I just want to put up a light screen? I think I just want to go straight for the light screen. Brave Bird's going to do like jack shit. I'm wondering if Gyro Ball or Zen Headbutt is the better option here. Gyro Ball's not going to miss. I'm just not sure how much damage it's going to do. Crobat is a very fast Pokemon. I'm going to try Zen Headbutt. It has a chance to miss, but it is super effective, so I feel like it's probably going to do a decent chunk of damage. It feels a bit more like consistent to me, so I'll probably give that a shot. I don't understand why Zen Headbutt has the chance to miss. Is it just because it's like a headbutt, but it can hit super effective damage? I'm not too sure. Critical hit is very nice. Crobat could be had the potential to be really, really obnoxious, but getting the crit out the way right there is really nice. It also gives me an extra turn to utilize my screens, because if it couldn't knock Crobat out in one turn, that's basically just a wasted turn. I'm getting as much use out of these screens as I possibly can. So, Houndoom, if the Houndoom has Sunny Day, I might be up the creek. But on the flip side, Tidal taking the Intimidate there is not the worst thing to happen there. So let me just go straight in with a Surf here. Oh boy, okay, yeah. Nasty Plot can do a lot of mean and nasty things. That being said, if I get it down to low HP, I could probably follow up this with Bertha and knock it out. Let's see how much damage this Dark Pulse is going to do. I've still got the light screen up, so I feel like I'm probably not going to get knocked out here. Yeah, that's alright. Oh, that's Life Orb. That's actually pretty good. I'm quite alright with that. And the most useless situation of flinch hacks I think I've ever seen. Right, Honchkrow needs to have its ass handed to it by Rampart. Just going to go in with a Stone Edge. I don't think this Honchkrow can do anything to Rampart, if I had to be perfectly honest. Stone Edge, go. Night Slash. It has a high crit rate, but even then, Rampart's like bulky as fuck. So Honchkrow is not living this. I think it's got a lot of HP though, which is why its HP bar is going down. I think the Paste Bin comes with like an action replay code that lets you skip the health bar, like reducing time. It just like makes it drop instantaneously. Weavile. Rampart didn't do so well against Weavile last time. I'm going to stay in the hopes that things will be a bit better. Hammer Arm, go. Ice Shard. It's fine. Light Clay is just the most wonderful thing. The other thing with Ice Shard is it's not going to flinch. That's probably one of the issues that Candace's Weavile had, was that it got flinch hacks off. Plus it also had the, what do you call it, the Focus Sash, whereas Cyrus' Weavile decidedly does not have one. That's basically how it was supposed to go down against Candace, but it just kind of didn't really work. Oh boy, Superpower. Okay. Superpower, 120, 100. It lowers the user's attack and defense, which is a bit eh. But it is better than Hammer Arm and will definitely not miss. I think if we want to use Superpower, it can be used in a way where I can just one-shot something and then switch out, so I don't have to worry about the stats. That's what I do with Overheat on Knit Roast. So you know what, I'll go ahead and take it. Why not? Depending on what he sends in, I might be able to test out Superpower on something. Magnezone. You know what? It would be a smart idea to use Earthquake because it is quite effective, but no, we're going to test out Superpower. Oh, shit. Flash Cannon. I think Light Screen is still up. Solid Rock will reduce a little bit of the damage as well. Okay, cool. Alright, superpower, go. Will you knock this thing out? I get the impression it probably won't, but see how this goes down. Yeah. That's unfortunate. Reflect wears off. It's fine. I'll probably just let Rampart take the fall here and go in with... Yeah, there it goes. Could have had Quick Claw work for me there, but Rampart take the hit, go in with Bertha, get a Mark Punch. That'll be Bob's your uncle. That'll be game over, yeah. I did not approach that with anywhere near as much enthusiasm as the dude actually recording it for Sega Rally. I think it was the game over, yeah. I think it was Sega Rally. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. Okay, so he's he's just kind of out the way for the time being. Nice, juicy 20k cash stack right there. I feel like it's a little bit lower than I was expecting. I don't even really know what I was expecting, so yeah, that was just a blatant lie. Now I believe he gives me the Master Ball here. Yeah. Very good item. Not going to use it. Because there is nothing in the living decks that I'm going to be catching in a Master Ball. Butter off OneDrive. I don't care about your shit. Uh-huh, that's cool. Let me go back to bed and heal this off. How far away is bed? I'd love to go to bed. Sleep. Oh. Okay. Is there another one in here? No, there's not. Okay. So our random Pokédoll, I guess. That's probably only good to give me about 500 Pokédollars. Because it's not like I'm going to use it. If I want to guarantee that I avoid wild encounters, then I can just fit something on a Smoke Ball. Fit something on a Smoke Ball. That's really well put. Okay, so throw another save state now that that's out the way. Slot 3 will do nicely. Am I going to be forced into a Jupiter fight here? Not if I go in this way, though. What if I go this way? Uh-oh. Well, shit. I was not aware that there were more trainers for me to fight. Oh, wait, no. Okay. Oh, rightio. Wait, I actually have to okay. Okay. I guess we're fighting Saturn again. I don't really understand why we have to fight Saturn again. But whatever. Bronzong lead. Last time I had a Bronzong mirror match, it did not work out nearly as well as I would have liked. Because, he sets up screens. Now because he's got his, Reflect set up, then I feel like I want to go for Tidal here. No, he set up Light Screen, which is why I should have gone Reflect. It's fine. Focus Energy. Max out my chances of getting a crit with Surf. That's the plan. That plan did eventually work, but it took Tidal down to 1 HP. Alakazam. Deal with this by using Suricate. At this stage, I don't really care that much for the Saturn fight, which is why I'm speeding it up here. Toxicroak. I think we want to smash you with the Zen Headbutt. You had a Focus Sash, didn't you? Gyro Ball to finish off. Magmortar. Tidal's not in a really good situation, so let me see if I can Earthquake this thing. Cool. It copped an Aura Sphere to the face, but we worked it out. Rhyperior. Get up a Sword Stance, perhaps. Damn it, it had Mega Horn. Okay. Close combat. This thing might actually be sweeping me. Surf? Okay, cool. Octillery. Sucks that I lost Illison. The other 3 team members have like fuck all HP. Stay in. Dragon Pulse. Fire Blast, sure. Bertha, going with an Aerial Ace. Blizzard to the face. Do that, and I win. Okay. I would say Saturn was harder than Cyrus, honestly. That's part of the reason, though, is... Cool. Very good. Alright. So, with the, random, big, like, giant flashing fuck me light type button, the, Lake Trio was set free. The red chain, god. If anybody's been playing, Pixelmon recently, you'll have an idea of how, slightly obnoxious the red chain is to obtain in that. If you don't, what you basically need to do is you need to go and mine yourself some rubies. And from there, you need to get each of the Lake Trio members up to, I think, level 60. And then you have to left-click on each Lake Trio with a ruby. And the Lake Trio will charge that ruby with its... the Lake Trio member will charge that ruby with it, like its power. So you'll eventually have 3 rubies. One with Yuxi's power, one with Mesprit's power, and one with Azal's power. And then you craft them together and you make a red chain, which I believe is then used alongside an adamant orb, a Grisius orb, or a lustrous orb in order to encounter a member of the creation trio. Yeah, and you catch them at level 50. And when you make a and when you like make these rubies, I think they go down to like level 30, which is a bit dickish. So yeah, good luck getting those 3. I eventually did in one server. It took a hell of a lot of time, but I did it. Okay. That is going to be the end of that tangent, which means that is going to be the end of that segment. Next time, we're going to start with some rock climb shtick around the region, and then we're going to be heading up Mount Coronet to finish off the galactic storyline of this game. That's going to be a whole lot of fun, isn't it? Because it's basically going to be the same thing as this, except it's going to be in an even blander setting, because it's literally just going to be rock walls all over the place, and a bit of snow. Okay, that'll be about it then.